Martin, can you please explain what happened this morning properly? It's lunchtime now, isn't it?
Huh? Just like I said this morning. You know Rachel, right? My friend from back home? We've known each other since we were kids.
Yeah, I know her. We hung out a couple of times after you got married. We exchanged contact info too, remember?
Oh, you exchanged contact info.
Yeah, we texted the last time we hung out, but we haven't spoken in years. We've kinda lost touch after that.
Okay, so can you just leave her alone for now? I'll take care of the communication with her.
It's not about Rachel, okay? I'm asking about the kid you brought over this morning. What do you mean by looking after them for a while? What's going on with that?
I'm telling you, Rachel's dealing with some stuff and can't look after her kid anymore.
What kind of stuff?
Are you sure you're not saying anything you shouldn't? Please, don't contact Rachel directly, okay?
I'm not that close to her. I won't overstep, don't worry. So what's actually happening?
Well, Rachel and her husband might be getting a divorce.
What? Seriously?
I don't know all the details, but it seems like her husband cheated on her. Things have been getting worse between them. They've been having a lot of serious discussions, and Rachel's emotionally drained. So she asked me if I could take care of her kid for a while, at least until things settle down a bit.
Yeah, I can imagine how overwhelming that must be for her. Having to figure out everything on her own while also dealing with all of this emotional stress.
Exactly, and her kid, he's only about 3 years old. You know how kids that age can be. They're sensitive to changes, and she's really struggling with everything right now, so I was hoping you could help and look after him for about a week, just while she gets a bit of time to sort things out.
But you're asking me to look after a kid? Do you know how complicated that is? I am working from home right now, remember? My job still expects me to keep up with my work and attend all of my meetings. I have all of the same responsibilities as when I was going into the office.
I understand, but can you find a way to make it work? Just for a little while. It's only a week.
A week? You're asking a lot, you know. The company's been pushing more and more for us to go into the office recently. I really can't be sure when they'll tell me to come in.
When that happens, I'll deal with it. I promise. I'll take care of things. I'm not asking you to take on everything. Just please help out for a bit.
You're asking a lot from me. You know that, right? You've been coming home late and working extra hours, too.
I know it's a lot, but I'm the one who brought the kid here, so I'm doing my part. I'll take care of him as best as I can.
But you're saying that you'll be home earlier now, starting today?
Today? Well, that's a bit tricky. I don't think I'll be able to leave the office exactly at the usual time.
So in the end, it's all falling on me, isn't it? I get that you're being kind, but there's a clear difference between what you can do and what you can't do, and I think you need to recognize that.
I know, I'm sorry, okay? But can you please help? Rachel and her son Zach are in a really tough spot right now.
I know they're in a tough spot. That's why I'm upset. You shouldn't have agreed to take him in if you knew it wasn't going to work for us. I feel bad for Zach too, but I'm still going to have to work while looking after him.
Look, I believe you can handle it. You're stronger than you think. I'll do my best to get home early, and if there's anything you need, just call me. I'll be there to help out.
Ugh, fine, I'll do it, but only for a week, okay? That's all I can handle. I won't be able to keep this up for any longer.
I understand. Thank you. Just 1 week is enough. I really appreciate you helping out with Zach. It's not easy, but I promise we'll make it work.
So, to make sure I'm clear, this is just for 1 week, right? Because I'm not committing to anything beyond that.
Yes, just 1 week. After that, I'll take over and you won't have to worry about it anymore.
I'm not doing this for any longer than a week. I am warning you now, so don't ask me again.
Of course, I won't. Thank you so much for agreeing to help, though. I know this isn't easy for you, but it really means a lot to me and to Rachel as well.
I'm only doing this because you're asking, but please don't put me in a position like this again.
I won't, I promise. Once this week is over, everything will go back to normal.
Okay, well, we'll see how things go. Just remember, 1 week only.
Got it. Thank you again, really. I'll make sure to do my part and handle things on my end. I know it's a lot to ask, but I'm grateful. Deborah, I'm sorry. I've got a business trip starting tomorrow.
What? A business trip? You told me you'd take a day off tomorrow, right? I have an important meeting and I'll be out of the house.
I know, but is there any way we can make it work?
No, there isn't. I absolutely have to go to the office tomorrow. They need me there and I can't get out of it.
Well, what about your sister? Could she watch Zach for a few hours?
My sister's raising twins right now, remember? I can't just ask her to take on another kid. It wouldn't be fair to her, and she is really busy every single day with the twins. And honestly, what about your mom? Isn't she around to help out?
If I ask my mom, I'd have to tell her about Rachel's situation too, wouldn't I? My mom's a bit of a gossip, and once she knows something, everyone else is gonna hear about it. I really don't want her to know about Rachel's divorce yet. Rachel hasn't even told many people, and it's a really touchy subject for her. I can't just go telling my mom all the details. She'll want to share it with everyone, and that's not something Rachel's ready for.
Okay, I get it. I'll try asking my sister then.
Thank you. Zach really took to you quickly, and I'm sure your sister won't have too much trouble with him. After spending a few days with him, you've seen how well-behaved he is, right?
Yeah, he's sweet and cute, but he's still just 3 years old, and you know how curious they are at that age. It's impossible to take your eyes off him for even a second. He's into everything, and it's actually a little overwhelming.
I know it's tough, but your sister's got experience with kids, so I'm sure she'll handle it just fine.
Don't make it sound so easy. You've been saying that, but I'm the one who's been taking care of Zach this whole time. And you haven't been coming home early.
I know, I'm really sorry about that. Work has been insane lately, and I didn't realize how much it was affecting you.
Well, I'm working too, and now I'm dealing with Zach on top of everything else. When is your business trip going to end?
It'll be over by Sunday at the latest.
Wait, so you'll be gone the entire time I'm supposed to be looking after Zach? You won't be around at all? Are you serious?
I know it's not ideal. I'm really sorry about this, but I'll make it up to you, I promise.
Make it up to me? You've been borrowing money from me for the past 3 months, and you've been slacking off when it comes to sharing responsibilities. You can't keep relying on me like this. You've been taking advantage of me, and it is starting to wear thin.
I mean, we're married, right? Isn't it okay for us to lean on each other sometimes? Especially when things are tough at work?
I'm supporting you, aren't I? But lately it's been getting worse. You've been using the credit card too much, and then you don't even seem to care about the consequences. You just expect me to pick up the slack. You're not taking responsibility for your actions, and I'm the one who ends up paying for it.
You know how stressful work's been for me, right? It's been non-stop, and I've been feeling pressure from every direction. And now I'm getting these comments from you too? I feel like I'm being blamed for everything.
You don't have to say it like that. I'm doing everything too. Work, housework, and now Zach as well. You don't even seem to realize how much extra I'm doing, and you just keep pushing your responsibilities onto me.
You're right, but I've been really overwhelmed with work lately, and I'm not handling it well. I should have communicated better with you about how much I can handle.
Well, we both have our responsibilities, don't we? You can't just keep passing everything on to me and then expect me to be fine with it. That's not fair, and honestly, you need to step up and take more responsibility.
You're right. I'm not doing enough, and I'm sorry for that. I shouldn't be putting everything on you. But I also want you to understand that I've been under a lot of pressure with work. I didn't mean to make things harder for you.
I get that work is stressful, but we need to balance things better. You can't just keep expecting me to do everything. You're not the only one who's struggling. I'm doing my best too.
I know, and I appreciate everything you're doing. Honestly, I do. I'm just trying to figure out how to handle everything at once, and sometimes I'm failing at it.
Well, it's not just about you anymore. We have responsibilities to each other and to Zach. I'm not going to be able to do this all on my own.
I get it. I do. I know I need to step up more, but what do you want me to do about the business trip? I can't just cancel it at the last minute.
You can't cancel it, but you can think about how to balance things better. Maybe I can ask your sister to help out, but I need to know that you're going to do your part when you're back.
I will. I promise I'll make it up to you when I get back.
I am holding you to that. This can't be a one-time thing, though. We need to be more balanced, or it's going to keep causing problems.
I understand. And when I get back, we can talk more about how to handle everything going forward. I'll do better, I promise.
All right, but just remember, this can't keep happening. We're partners in this, and we need to support each other.
You're right. I've been taking too much for granted. I'll do better. And I'll make it up to you, Deborah. I swear.
I hope so. Rachel, long time no see. This is Deborah, Martin's wife. Deborah? Wow, it's been ages. What's going on? I'm reaching out regarding your child. Wait, you heard about it? I'm so sorry. I know it's a delicate situation with your family, but this all came as a surprise to me as well. Is this something for you to be surprised about? It's just that I was suddenly asked to look after a 3-year-old, and I had to ask my husband for more information about the situation, which I think you understand. Wait, what? I'm really sorry for reaching out like this during such a difficult time, but it turns out Zach has a slight fever, and I was hoping you could take him to the hospital. If you could lend me his insurance card, I can take him myself. What are you talking about? What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I'm not sure I understand what's going on here. Could you clarify? I don't understand what you're trying to tell me by texting me out of the blue, but my son passed away 3 months ago. Wait, Zach, isn't he your son? No, I was pregnant 3 months ago, but the child I was carrying passed away before birth. He went to heaven before I even had the chance to bring him into this world. I don't have a 3-year-old son. I'm currently looking after a child named Zach. Martin told me he was your son, so I thought I should... That's a terrible thing to say. I don't know anyone named Zach. So Martin lied. Is that what you're telling me? I guess that's the case. I can't believe it. He knew I lost my child, and yet he would use my name for such a lie? I trusted him because we were childhood friends, and now... I am so sorry. It's not your fault, Deborah, but then how did you end up taking care of this child? Well, you and your husband are going through a divorce. Martin then asked me to look after the child temporarily until things settle down. What's Martin doing right now? He's on a business trip, but apparently his flight was canceled due to the hurricane. He's stuck and can't come back yet. The situation's gotten worse since I haven't been able to get in touch with him at all while he's been away. Regarding Zach's fever, he just told me to wait, so I thought I'd contact you directly to ask for help. Honestly, whether he's even really on a business trip seems suspicious at this point. Yeah, I'm starting to question everything myself. Deborah, could you hold off on contacting Martin for now? If the flight cancellation story is true, we could try to wait it out at the airport and find out the truth. I'm happy to help you confront Martin and get to the bottom of this.
Deborah, I'm really sorry. Please listen to me.
I've heard enough. You asked me to take care of our child so you could go on a trip with your affair partner, didn't you?
Yes, but It's over now. The affair is finished. That trip was the last one. I couldn't keep dragging things on any longer, so I took her there to end it.
I don't care about that.
I care about you more than anyone else. That's why I ended things with her. I'm really sorry for the pain I caused you, but I want to be with you from now on. Please come back.
So the reason you've been spending money recklessly these past few months was because you were buying things for your affair partner, right?
She threatened to tell you about the affair, and I had no choice but to buy things for her. It wasn't that I wanted to spoil her. I was doing it to protect you. I didn't want to hurt you.
You're the one who's hurt me the most. If you hadn't had the affair, none of this would have happened. And asking me to take care of the child, are you out of your mind? Both you and your affair partner are completely out of line.
She was a new mom, and there was no one else she could ask.
I don't care. The fact is, you got involved with her, and that's what's wrong.
I'm sorry. At first, I just thought of her as a friend, but somehow it turned into this.
A friend? You met her on a dating app, didn't you? You were planning this from the start.
I just wanted to try something out, see what it was like. I didn't think it would turn into anything serious.
But in the end, you did meet up and did everything. And using Rachel's name? You actually did that to a person who had lost their child? How could you do such a thing?
I thought it would never get out.
Even so, it's still the lowest of the low. Having the affair, leaving Zach with me, using Rachel's name, everything you've done is despicable. I can never live with someone like you again.
I won't do it again. I swear I'll never betray you.
I don't ever want to go through that again, so I'm leaving. You even said it was my fault, remember? You said I was pushing you, that I wasn't considering your feelings, that I wasn't understanding your pain.
I'm sorry. I was in a rush back then.
You're still only thinking about yourself. You were just doing whatever the affair partner wanted because you didn't want the affair to be exposed. You weren't protecting me, you were protecting yourself.
Deborah, I'm really sorry. If you'll forgive me, I'll do anything. Please don't divorce me. Rachel found out and other people back home are criticizing me. If my mom finds out about this, she'll never forgive me.
See, you're still only thinking about yourself. I was on the verge of breaking down until I found out the truth about the affair. I kept wanting to believe in you, but then when Rachel and I were in the airport waiting, you came walking by holding hands with your affair partner. In an instant, all the trust I had in you was gone. I'll never forgive you. I realized that I don't need you in my life.
I need you in my life!
Because we both work? Is it because you need me to cover for you, even supporting your affair?
No, it's not like that. Even someone like me, I thought I could become better with you by my side.
You're just dumping everything on me. I used to think your smile and kindness were your best traits. But after we got married, it's been clear to me that you just push everything onto others and do whatever you want without feeling any stress.
You didn't need to say it like that.
But you're the one making me say it. If I'm the most important thing to you, does that mean it's okay to have an affair? Even if that's the case, it's still messed up, isn't it? I'm the one who's been suffering the most. You had an affair and made me take care of the affair partner's child. Do you realize how humiliating that was for me?
I was wrong. It's all my fault. I'm really sorry.
Yes, you're wrong. So please divorce me. If you're truly sorry, then at least consider my feelings.
But Deborah, please, don't you understand? This isn't just about the affair anymore. It's about everything. It's about how I've been trying to fix things. I know I've made mistakes, a lot of them, but please just listen to me. I want to fix this.
You're right. It's not just about the affair. It's about everything that happened, all the lies, all the deception. I don't know if I can ever trust you again. And I don't know if I can live like this. Always wondering if you're still lying, if you're still hiding things from me.
I swear I'll do whatever it takes to regain your trust. I'll prove to you that I can be the man you need me to be. Just don't leave me.
You say you'll do whatever it takes, but it doesn't feel like enough. You have broken me. You've broken everything. I can't just keep pretending everything's fine.
I didn't mean to break you. I never wanted to hurt you like this. If I could take everything back, I would, but I can't. All I can do now is ask for your forgiveness.
It's not that simple. Forgiveness isn't something you can just ask for and expect to receive. It is earned, and I don't know if you'll ever earn it back. I don't know if I can ever trust you the way I did before.
I understand, I really do, but please, I don't want to lose you.
Maybe you don't want to lose me, but you've already lost me. At least the person I was. I don't know who I am anymore, and I don't know who you are either.
I never meant to hurt you like this. I just got caught up in everything. The affair, the lies, all of it. It wasn't supposed to be like this.
It doesn't matter how it was supposed to be. What matters is that it's like this now. And you have to face that. I have to face it too.
Deborah, please, if you give me one more chance, I swear I'll make it right.
I don't know if I can ever give you that chance. I don't know if I can ever go back to what we had before. I don't know if I can trust you again.
I'll prove it to you. I'll do anything. I'll be the man you always wanted me to be. Just give me a chance.
I don't know if I can. I am so hurt, Martin, and I don't know if I can ever heal from this. I don't know if I can ever forgive you. After that, my husband kept shouting that he didn't want a divorce until the very end, but there was no way the affair partner's claims would be accepted. I immediately hired a lawyer and made sure to claim proper alimony from both my ex-husband and his affair partner. It wasn't just about the money, though. It was about making them both face the consequences of their actions and holding them accountable for the pain they caused me. The divorce was finalized, and my ex-husband agreed that Zach would live with him. I didn't have much to say in the matter, but I figured that it was probably for the best. Zach had become a pawn in this whole affair, and I felt he deserved a stable environment away from the chaos that my ex-husband had created. It was hard to accept, but I had to let go. During the negotiations, the affair partner claimed they couldn't pay alimony. Of course, I didn't believe that. To make sure they couldn't get away with it, I demanded they provide their ID and contacted their family to verify their financial situation. I wasn't going to let them off easy. They needed to understand that their actions had consequences, and I wasn't backing down. I found out that the affair partner had been involved in previous affairs, and that's what led them to take on the new mom role. The situation was even worse than I thought. I later learned that the affair partner's parents contacted my ex-husband to explain the situation, and Zach's father was furious. After hearing the truth, he decided to take custody of Zach. It was a tense conversation, but at least Zach was going to live with his father now. It was a bittersweet relief, knowing that Zach was far away from the destructive environment created by my ex-husband and his affair. Despite the affair partner's actions, I knew Zach deserved to grow up in a stable, loving environment, and living with his father might be the best chance for that. I heard that Zach was actually quite happy to live with his father, which gave me some peace. At least he wasn't completely left in the dark. He had his father's attention, and that was a relief considering everything that had happened. As for my ex-husband, I've heard that he's been cut off from his family and friends. The people who used to be close to him have distanced themselves, and rightfully so. He ruined everything: his marriage, his relationships, and his own reputation. It's sad, but also well-deserved. He had it all before, but his selfishness and disregard for others had caused everything to crumble. His actions had consequences, and now he was forced to deal with them. I also heard that he's been shunned by people from his hometown. They no longer want anything to do with him. The way he treated me and the way he handled everything left him with nothing. He burned every bridge he had, and now he had to face the reality of being alone. I can't say I felt sorry for him. He brought this upon himself. A neighbor who worked at the same company as my ex-husband told me that the news of our divorce and his affair spread throughout the office. As expected, no one wanted to associate with him anymore. The facade he had built around himself came crumbling down once the truth came out. He was left without any support. It was almost poetic justice. He had built his life on lies, and now those lies had caught up with him. Now, with no one left to rely on, my ex-husband probably realized just how much he had been taking others for granted. He had lived his life in a way that was selfish, and now he had no one to support him. I couldn't help but feel a little bit of satisfaction in knowing that he had learned his lesson the hard way. He had pushed everyone away, and now he was left alone to reflect on the choices he made. As for me, I had moved on. I found a new place to live and started a new life. It wasn't easy at first, adjusting to everything, but I knew it was the right decision. I wasn't going to let him continue to control my life. I had my own future to focus on now. My work situation had changed too. I had moved from working from home to going back to the office. At first, I thought I would miss the quiet of being home all the time, but honestly, I found that being busy helped me keep my mind off everything that had happened. I didn't have the time to dwell on the past anymore. I was no longer tied to the pain of my past marriage. I was free to focus on myself, and that felt incredibly empowering. I didn't need anyone else to validate me. I was in control now, and I was ready to move forward with my life. The past was behind me, and I wasn't going to let it define my future. Then, about 6 months after the divorce, I found out that Rachel was pregnant. She had been such an incredible friend during everything I had gone through. When I was at my lowest, she was the one who helped me get through it. She gave me strength when I had none left. I was beyond happy for her when I heard the news. She deserves all the happiness in the world, and now she was about to start a new chapter in her life. Not long ago, Rachel and I went to church together to pray for a safe pregnancy and delivery. It was a small but meaningful gesture. I wanted to support her just as she had supported me. I felt so grateful for her friendship, and I knew that no matter what, we would always be there for each other. Of course, Rachel wasn't the only one who had been there for me during all of this. My family and friends had offered me unwavering support. They had been my rock, lifting me up when I thought I couldn't go on. Their encouragement helped me regain my strength and my sense of self. I owed them so much, and I wanted to give back. Now I had the opportunity to be there for others, just as they had been there for me. I realized that life has a way of balancing things out. I had gone through so much heartache, but now I was starting to see the fruits of my labor. I had a new purpose, a new sense of direction, and I was determined to make the most of it. I wanted to be a source of support for others, just as my friends and family had been for me. It was time for me to give back and pay it forward. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story. Blake, do you have a moment? I need to ask you for a favor regarding Max.
It's rare for you to contact me first. Did something happen?
Well, it's not that rare when we're divorced, is it? It's expected, really. After all, we're not together anymore, so I can contact you directly if I need to. I'm not sure what you mean by rare, but I guess you're right in some sense. But anyway, that's not what this is about. It's about Max, actually. Something's come up with him, and I need your help.
I suppose you're right about that. So what's going on with Max? Is something wrong? Is he okay? I hope everything's fine with him. If something's going on with Max, you know I want to help out in any way I can, even if we're not together anymore. After all, he's my son too, and I care about him.
Actually, my mom's been feeling unwell. I'm planning to take care of her, but with Max around, things are a bit difficult. I was hoping you could watch him for a few days. Would that be all right? I know it's a bit of a big ask, and I totally get it if you're not up for it, but I don't have anyone else to turn to right now. She's my priority, but I don't want Max to feel neglected or like he's in the way while I'm trying to help my mom out. I just thought I'd ask you if you could keep him for a few days until things settle down a little. It's really just a temporary situation, nothing permanent. I promise. Could you help me out with this?
Oh, I don't mind. Honestly, I'd be happy to spend time with Max if that's the case. It's been a while since I've had him around, so I'm definitely not against it. But are you sure you want to leave him with me? I mean, I understand you don't have many other options right now, but do you feel really comfortable with this? I don't want to step on any toes or make things complicated for you. I know things haven't exactly been smooth between us since the divorce, but if it means helping you out and spending time with Max, then I'm on board. Just want to make sure you're okay with it too.
I'd rather not, to be honest. But I don't have anyone else to turn to, and I really don't have a choice this time. I wish things were different and I could find someone else to help me, but the truth is, I'm stuck. It's just a few days, though. It's not forever. I'm just really overwhelmed right now with everything, and I'm trying to do what's best for Max and my mom. I don't expect it to be easy for you either. I know things have been difficult, but I wouldn't ask if it weren't urgent. I just need a little help, Blake.
There's no one else? Come on, didn't you have a boyfriend? Couldn't you ask him to take care of Max? I thought you were in a relationship now. Why not ask him to step in for a little while? I mean, I'm willing to help, but I'd think that if you had someone else around, it might be easier for you to rely on them. I just figured that would be an option. I don't want to make things harder for you, but I also want to make sure you're getting all the support you can right now.
He's away on a business trip right now. Besides, when we divorced, I moved out. I don't have any close friends nearby anymore. And what's with you asking me that? Are you really reluctant to take care of your own son? I thought you'd be happy to spend time with him, Blake. You've always said you care about him, and now's your chance to show it. If you're still hesitating, I don't know what else to say. I know things are complicated, but right now I really don't have any other options. I am asking you for help, and that's all.
I told you already I'd be happy to look after Max. We've been postponing visits for a while now, and the opportunity to spend time with him, no matter the reason, is something I'm grateful for. I'm not turning you down, and I'm not reluctant. But it's been a while since we've been living apart, and I guess I just want to make sure I'm ready. I want to make sure that I'm doing this right. If it's only for a few days, I'm fine with it. I just want to make sure I'm taking the right approach and that Max is comfortable. I don't want to make things harder on him, and I don't want him to feel like he's in a strange situation.
Then there's no problem, is there? What's the hesitation? You've been fine with him before, right? Why not now? What's stopping you from just agreeing? I don't see the issue, honestly. If anything, I thought you'd be more eager to spend time with Max. It's not like you're being asked to raise him for the next few months. It's just a few days to help me out while I take care of things. So why the delay?
You're planning to remarry your current boyfriend, right? You told me you didn't want me to be around while you're transitioning into that relationship. That's why I've been holding back. Given the circumstances, if you could rely on someone else, that would be better, don't you think? I've been trying to respect your space, but I've also been a little hurt by how things ended between us. I'm not saying that's why I'm hesitating, but it's definitely in the back of my mind. I just want to make sure that this doesn't cause any more problems than we already have.
If there was anyone else, I wouldn't be asking you. Trust me, this is a last resort. Please understand that much. I'm just trying to get through this and do what's best for Max. I never wanted things to be this way, but I don't have any other options. I am hoping you understand. I know it's not easy, but I promise it's only temporary.
I get it, but are you really okay with this?
I said I'm fine with it, didn't I? Just don't say anything weird to Max while he's with you, all right? If you do, I won't let you get away with it. I know things are tough right now, but I don't want Max getting caught up in anything uncomfortable. He's already been through a lot with all the changes in our lives.
You have custody of him, so I don't need to think about it anymore, do I?
Well, that's good to hear. I'll bring him over tomorrow morning then. It's the weekend, so you're off work, right?
Yeah, I'm off, so any time is fine. Just let me know what time, and I'll be ready. Also, is there anything I should know about taking care of Max? We've been living separately for about 2 years now, so it'd help if you could give me some pointers. I don't want to do anything that might throw him off or make things harder on him.
Lately, he's been really picky with his food. Sometimes he refuses to eat and ends up throwing up, which has caused him to lose some weight.
What? Is he okay? Max is still in preschool, right? He's still growing.
His health is fine. Don't worry about that. All I need from you is to look after him for a few days. That's it. Thanks in advance.
Got it. I'll do my best to take care of him. Thanks for trusting me with this. I'll see you tomorrow then. Sandra, sorry about this. I need to ask you something if that's okay. It's about Max.
What's going on? Did something happen?
Well, we had dinner just a little while ago and he ate, but then he immediately threw up. I'm really worried. Do you think this is okay? Is this something I should be concerned about?
Didn't I tell you before you dropped him off? It happens often, you know. You really don't need to keep checking in about every little thing. I'm really busy with my own stuff, you know.
This is not something to just brush off. How can you say it's normal when this happens to him? Tell me, what are you feeding him? You really don't think there's something wrong?
It's not anything special. When he's hungry, he eats whatever's around. It's not a big deal. Sometimes he eats on his own if he feels like it.
Eats on his own? Are you being serious? I can see that he's getting thinner, and I think this is probably the reason. How is that even acceptable? How can you say that's okay as a mother?
I don't think I deserve to be spoken to like that. You have been absent for so long, and now you're telling me what to do? You don't have the right to tell me how to raise him. You've barely been involved, and now you want to criticize? Raising a kid isn't easy, you know. You wouldn't understand unless you've been in my shoes.
I get what you're saying, but this really isn't acceptable. Not only is Max looking thinner, but he's been so quiet since he came here. What kind of life have you been letting him live for him to be like this? What's going on?
Max is my child, and you have no right to talk down to me like that. It's not like you've been doing anything to help raise him. You haven't been around for years. I'm doing the best I can, so don't act like you know better. Taking care of a kid is more than just talking. It's a whole lot harder than you think.
I can't argue with that. That was an insensitive thing for me to say. I really apologize for that. I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry.
Well, thank you for at least understanding.
But now you've got to let me take charge, too. I can't just sit back and let things slide like this. I want to help him, and I can't just let him keep suffering. I'm going to take him to the hospital. I'll cover the costs, so don't worry about it.
I already told you, don't take matters into your own hands like that. Who said you should take him to the hospital? Why are you trying to do everything yourself?
I'll handle the cost, and if it's going to help, then I'm doing it. Is there a problem with that? Do you have a problem with me trying to help?
Well, that just makes things more complicated. I'm already dealing with my mom's health, and it's overwhelming as it is. Please, I really don't need more things to handle right now. I will take him to the hospital once I've sorted everything out here. That should be enough, right? Is that okay?
I see. If you're that insistent, I guess I'll leave the hospital stuff to you, but don't expect me to keep getting involved. I'll back off. Just take care of him, all right? I'm done for now. Let me handle the rest on my side. Goodbye.
Blake, I just want to thank you for taking care of Max for the past few days. It really helped me out in a big way. My mom's health has gotten better now, so I'm planning to pick Max up today.
What are you talking about? Your mom is actually over at the hospital right now visiting Max. You don't need to come over. There's no need for you to be involved right now.
Visiting Max? What do you mean? I told you that my mom had been sick. Stop joking with me. And what do you mean, visiting Max?
I told you about this the other day, didn't I? I took Max to the hospital, and it turns out that he was almost at the point of malnutrition. He's going to be discharged today, but right now he's resting and sleeping.
Wait, what? I didn't ask you to do that, did I? Why are you going behind my back and doing things like this on your own?
You've been doing the same thing, though! No matter how many times I tried to contact you, I couldn't get through. I thought something might be wrong, so I ended up contacting your mom, and she was completely fine. What happened to you looking after Max?
So my mom's going to see Max? That was your doing, wasn't it? Seriously, stop doing things like that. You're causing unnecessary trouble here.
So what? Are you saying that if everything had been fine, Max wouldn't have ended up malnourished? But look at him now. The person who's really suffering here is Max.
It's because Max hasn't been eating properly. Don't act like this is something new. When he was living with me, everything was fine. That's why it's actually your fault, not mine. What kind of father are you? You can't even take care of your own kid.
How can you still say that after all this time? Max told me everything, you know. He said you lied to me and went on a trip with your boyfriend. Then after that, you still had the nerve to criticize me? You've got to be kidding me.
I've been the one taking care of Max every single day, and I am exhausted from it. So what if I took a little break and went out for a while? Is that such a crime? If you really cared, you'd be stepping in and helping out instead of just criticizing me.
Oh, is that so? Fine then. Max will stay with me from now on. I'm not giving him back to you, and there's no need for you to come and pick him up anymore.
What? Do you seriously think I'll let you do that? Max is my son. Of course I'm going to pick him up. You have no right to just keep him away from me like this.
Anyone who can't take care of their own child should just step aside. I should have done this from the start. Yes, I lost custody because of my lack of experience in parenting, but with the way things are going, I can't trust you with Max anymore. I just can't.
You really think you can just do whatever you want because you're his father? Let me remind you, that's illegal. If I report this, you'll be arrested. Do you really want to risk that?
Is that really how far you're willing to go? If you pull something like that, it's gonna make things a lot harder for me.
Right, exactly. And honestly, I don't care either way. But if you keep this up, you're asking for trouble. Are you ready to face the consequences?
Fine, I get it. Max will stay with me then. I'll take him to you when he wakes up. You won't be objecting to that, will ya?
I understand what you're trying to say, but it's not like I'm just going to back down. Once you bring him to me, Max isn't going anywhere, and he is not going back to you.
When Max wakes up, I'll take him to you. Just make sure you and your boyfriend are waiting for him, okay? I assume you're both together right now?
Yeah, of course. Don't worry about that. Just stay quiet and bring Max over. I'll be waiting for you, so hurry up and get here already. How long are you going to keep pretending to be dead? Hurry up and bring Max over here already.
Oh, sorry. Actually, I've decided not to return Max to you. From now on, I'm gonna take care of him myself.
What? Are you kidding me? There's no way I'll let you do that.
I'm Max's parent too. I don't need your permission to do what I want.
Did you forget? I can report you at any time, you know. Are you sure you want to be arrested?
I knew you'd say that, so I went ahead and reported it first. How lucky for you. Now you don't even have to go through the trouble of reporting me yourself.
Wait, what are you talking about? Are you serious? You reported yourself? Are you out of your mind? How stupid are you?
You're the stupid one here. Why should I be the one to get arrested? If anyone's going to get arrested, it's you.
We're the ones getting arrested. Stop with the jokes already. Why would we get arrested?
You're doing this kind of thing to your own son, and you still don't realize what's wrong with it, do you? I'm glad I reported you. It was the right choice.
What exactly did you report? You've been talking all this trash about me, so why don't you tell me exactly what you've reported?
I've said this over and over, but in today's world, malnutrition is abnormal. Even the doctor was shocked. Just that alone shows you're not raising your son properly as a parent.
So what? What's your point?
That's the point! At this point, you've done enough for the authorities to arrest you, and on top of that, I've heard from Max. He told me that you told him not to say anything to me, didn't you? That's why he's been so quiet, right?
So what if Max told you that? You're just believing everything the kid says? That's just some child's nonsense. You can't honestly be stupid enough to report something like that.
If I'm wrong, then fine, I can accept it. But if you're gonna not believe Max now, then what's the point of being a parent in the first place?
I'm not going to let you report me based on some emotional outburst. You'll regret this later. If you want to take it back, now's your chance.
I don't want to regret this any more than I already do, which is why I reported you. Since the divorce and losing custody, this is the most regret I've ever felt. I don't want any more regrets after this.
You're still holding on to that resentment about losing custody, aren't you? Is that why you're doing all of this?
That's not the issue here, and even if it were, I want to thank you for something, though.
What? Thank me? Then why the hell are you reporting me? You're constantly contradicting yourself.
I'm serious, though. If you hadn't carelessly handed over Max to me, we wouldn't be here right now. Because of that, I'm able to help Max, so thank you for allowing me to take care of him. Both Max and I are grateful for that. After everything unfolded, the police arrived at the house, and Sandra and her boyfriend were promptly taken into custody. With Max's testimony and the medical examination results from the hospital, along with the horrifying scene the police discovered in Sandra's home, the decision was made to arrest the two of them. Thankfully, I wasn't involved in any way afterward, and no further issues arose on my part, so the situation was ultimately resolved without complications. Following this, I decided to take action based on the incident and managed to regain custody of Max from Sandra. The entire experience was emotionally exhausting, but in the end, I was able to get Max back, and that was what mattered most. Now, Max and I are living together, just the two of us. It's been a bit of a rough transition for both of us, especially for Max, who had suffered so much. But over time, things have started to feel more normal. For a long while, Max had not been receiving proper nutrition. As a result, whenever he ate anything, he would immediately throw up. This continued for quite some time after we started living together. I had hoped that being in a better, safer environment would help, but it took longer than I expected for him to stabilize. However, after a few months of living with me, Max started to calm down and his condition began to improve. He stopped throwing up after meals, and although it wasn't an immediate change, I could see a steady recovery happening day by day. Now, things are starting to return to normal, or at least to the way they were before the divorce. Max is in much better spirits, and I can see his health improving as he adjusts to his new life with me. He's also attending preschool again and is adjusting well. It makes me happy to see him interacting with other kids, playing and learning, things that should have always been part of his childhood, but were delayed because of everything that happened before. The transition back into a routine has been good for him, and I hope it continues to improve his well-being. As Max grows older, I'm sure we'll face many more challenges. Parenting is never easy, especially when you're raising a child alone after everything that's happened. But despite the difficulties that may come our way, I'm determined to make the right choices for Max's future. I want to raise him in a way that he feels loved and supported without having to deal with the kind of pain and neglect he suffered before. It won't be perfect, but I'm going to do my best, and the one thing I can promise him is that I won't regret the choices I make for him. The most important thing is that Max is safe and happy now. That's all that matters to me. Whatever challenges come up, I'll face them head on because I know that as long as I'm doing the right thing by him, everything will eventually work out. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Hey, Tom, are you on your lunch break? I've been thinking about you all morning. The weather's really gloomy today.
Hey, just finishing up some client visits and heading back to the office. Had 3 meetings back-to-back since morning. The traffic's terrible in this rain.
Must be tough driving in weather like this. Did you remember to take your umbrella? You always forget it when you're rushing.
Actually forgot it again. Got pretty soaked running between meetings.
Oh no, I knew it. This is why I always try to put one in your briefcase. There should be a spare one in your office drawer, though.
Yeah, found it. Thanks for always thinking ahead. You really do take care of everything.
Of course, can't have my hardworking husband catching a cold. Speaking of which, make sure you grab something warm for lunch.
Will do. The cafe near the office makes great soup. Might get that.
Must be tough in this rain. Make sure you don't catch a cold. By the way, we're still good for our date this weekend? I managed to adjust my schedule. Had to swap some appointments around, but it was worth it.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be working overtime until Friday, but I'm taking the weekend off for sure. Got a big project deadline coming up.
Is it that department store account you mentioned? The one that's been giving you trouble?
Yeah, they're really demanding. Want everything perfect before signing. Been revising proposals all week.
You've been working so hard on that account. I remember how excited you were when you first got assigned to it.
It's a big opportunity. If we land this one, it could mean a promotion.
That's rough, but I'm glad we can still go. It's our wedding anniversary after all. I've been looking forward to having a proper date with you. We go shopping together sometimes, but we haven't had a real date in ages. Remember our last anniversary? That French restaurant was amazing.
The foie gras there was incredible. You were so happy with the chocolate souffle, too.
Oh, yes. I still dream about that souffle sometimes. The way it just melted in your mouth. And remember how the waiter accidentally spilled wine on your sleeve?
How could I forget? But they handled it so professionally. Comped our desserts and everything.
You were so calm about it, too. Most people would have gotten angry, but you just laughed it off.
Me too. Let's go to that Italian restaurant you wanted to try. You know, the one you mentioned before? The one with the handmade pasta and wood-fired pizzas?
Oh, I'd love that. But I heard it's really hard to get reservations there. People say you need to book months in advance. My friend tried 3 times and couldn't get in.
Actually, I made the reservation 2 months ago. We're all set. Called them right after you first mentioned wanting to try it.
You did? Oh, that's so thoughtful of you. You always remember the little things I mention.
I keep notes in my phone whenever you mention places you want to try. Been doing it since we were dating.
Really? Oh, that's so sweet. What other secrets are you keeping from me?
That's for me to know and you to find out. Keeps the romance alive, right?
You're such a tease, but that's one of the things I love about you.
I was torn between that and the place we went last year, but thought trying somewhere new would be nice. Plus, their wine list looked impressive.
That's perfect. Thank you for always taking me to such lovely restaurants for our anniversary. They're always so elegant and cute, and I love it. You really know how to make special occasions memorable.
Of course, I look forward to it every year, too. Planning these dates gives me something to look forward to during busy weeks.
Remember our first anniversary when you surprised me with that weekend trip to the hot springs?
You were so shocked when I picked you up with packed bags. Your face was priceless.
I couldn't believe you planned everything without me noticing. The room with the private bath was amazing.
The view of the mountains at sunrise was worth every penny.
You really understand my taste so well. I got such a good husband. Sometimes I can't believe how lucky I am.
It's nothing. Making my wife happy gives me energy to keep going. Seeing you smile makes all the overtime worth it.
Speaking of overtime, have you eaten properly today? I worry when you work such long hours.
Had a sandwich between meetings. The convenience store near the office has decent ones.
That's not enough. No wonder you've been looking tired lately. Should I prepare some bento boxes for you to take to work?
Don't worry about it. Client meetings often run through lunch anyway.
I think I'll wear that dress you bought me yesterday. I'll make sure my hair and makeup are perfect, too. Might try that new hairstyle I've been practicing.
Glad you like that dress. It was worth buying. The color really suits you and the cut is elegant.
The saleswoman was so helpful, wasn't she? She knew exactly what would look good on me.
She's been working there for years, always remembers what you like.
Yes, I love it, but I decided to save it for special occasions only. I want to keep it looking new and fresh. The material seems delicate.
Well, it was quite expensive. The saleswoman said it's imported from Italy.
You know, every time I look at it hanging in the closet, I smile. It reminds me of how you always spoil me.
You deserve to be spoiled sometimes.
It's perfect for our anniversary, though. The design is elegant enough for a nice restaurant. The length is just right, too. Not too formal, but still sophisticated.
Then I'll wear my favorite jacket, too. I can't remember the last time we both dressed up for a date. Getting excited already. Might even get my shoes polished.
Oh, the dark blue one? Oh, that looks so good on you. Remember when we bought it?
For my promotion celebration 2 years ago, you insisted I needed something special.
Thanks for all the other things you bought me, too. The shoes and makeup and everything. You're always so generous.
You work so hard taking care of our home. It's my way of saying thanks. I work hard so I can see you happy. You deserve nice things.
Remember when we first got married? We could barely afford to eat out. Now look at us.
Those instant noodle dinners don't seem so long ago.
But they were still romantic somehow. Just being together made everything special.
We've come a long way since then.
I love you, Tom. I'll work harder on my cooking, too. This week, I'll make all your favorites for dinner. Planning to try that new recipe you mentioned.
Awesome, but eat without me, okay? I probably won't be home until after 9. This project is really demanding.
That late again? You've been working such long hours lately.
Can't be helped. End of quarter is always busy.
Sales work is tough, isn't it? You've been working such long hours lately.
Running around meeting clients all day is physically demanding. Dealing with customers can be mentally draining too, but I think it suits me. At least I get to move around instead of being stuck at a desk.
Do you still get nervous before big presentations, like you used to when you first started?
Sometimes, but experience helps. I know what clients want to hear now.
You've grown so much in your career. Remember how stressed you were during your first year?
Those were rough times. Could barely sleep before important meetings.
Now look at you, leading major accounts, mentoring new staff.
Still have a lot to learn, though. The industry keeps changing.
Then I'll prepare nutritious meals to keep your energy up. Do you want light and healthy or hearty portions? I can always adjust based on how tired you are.
Hearty portions, please. I need the energy for all these meetings.
Got it. I'll make sure to include lots of meat to keep your strength up. Should I make extra for lunch boxes too?
That would be great. Been spending too much on takeout lately.
I'll prepare some side dishes that keep well too. Oh, and I bought those supplements you like.
The vitamin C ones? Perfect timing with all this rain.
Get home safe. Text me when you're heading back.
Will do. Don't wait up if I'm too late.
Tom, would it be okay if dinner is just frozen food today? I know you were looking forward to the beef stew.
That's totally fine. Don't worry about it at all.
Sorry, I just don't have the energy to cook. There's frozen yakisoba and dumplings in the freezer you can heat up. They're the good brand from that specialty store.
What's wrong? Are you feeling sick? You seemed fine this morning.
I've been feeling really sluggish and don't want to move. I don't have much of a fever, just slightly elevated temperature. But I keep feeling worse and I don't think I'll recover by tonight. My whole body feels heavy.
Oh, might be a cold. Do you have chills? Should I pick up some medicine on my way home?
A bit. My back feels shivery, so I got out my winter cardigan. I've been drinking tea nonstop because I'm so cold. Can't seem to get warm no matter what.
Did you take your temperature? What does the thermometer say?
37.8 degrees Celsius. Not too high, but definitely not normal.
That sounds like your fever might go up. You should get warm and rest. Don't worry about housework or anything else.
I feel bad, though. The laundry's piling up and the living room needs vacuuming.
Leave it. Your health comes first. We can catch up on chores later.
I will. Sorry I couldn't make dinner. I know you were looking forward to a home-cooked meal.
Don't worry about that. I can handle feeding myself. More importantly, do we have anything you can eat? Should I grab some porridge from the convenience store?
I was thinking of making porridge from the frozen rice we have. There's also some Jell-O in the fridge. I can get by on that. Maybe some of that sports drink you bought last week.
The blue one or the red one? I can get more if you're running low.
The blue one. Still have most of the bottle left.
Try to eat something even if you're not hungry. You need nutrients to fight off the cold. Remember last time you got sick and didn't eat enough?
Yeah, I'll try. Oh man, I hope I get better by the weekend. I'd hate to cancel our date because of a cold. You went through so much trouble with the reservations.
If you eat well and get plenty of rest, you'll recover. And if not, we can always postpone to next week. Your health comes first.
But what about the restaurant? Won't they charge a cancellation fee?
Don't worry about that. Money isn't important right now.
But you specifically cleared your schedule and made restaurant reservations. It took months to get that booking.
That's fine. We can go another day and I can adjust work anytime. The restaurant will understand if we need to reschedule.
You're really not mad, even though it's our anniversary?
Of course not. What kind of husband would be angry about his wife being sick?
You're so kind, Tom. I'm so glad I became your wife. You always put me first.
I wish I could leave work now to take care of you, but today's schedule is packed. Can't leave early. Have 3 important client meetings.
The department store client again?
Yeah, and 2 others. Big accounts we can't reschedule.
What time do you think you'll be home? Should I wait up?
Best case, 10 p.m., but more likely around midnight. These clients are quite demanding.
That's so late. Will you have time to eat?
I'll grab something between meetings. Focus on getting better.
I see. Well, don't worry about me. Focus on work. Oh, I think my fever's going up. Getting dizzy.
See? Make sure to rest well. Take some medicine and sleep.
The room's spinning a bit. Might need to lie down.
Did you take any fever reducers?
Not yet. Was waiting to eat something first.
Take medicine first. You can eat later.
I'll skip cleaning and laundry today. I hope you don't mind coming home to a messy house.
Of course. I'll do the laundry tomorrow morning. Just focus on getting better. Don't push yourself. Sleep as much as you need.
Thank you so much, Tom. I love you. You're always so understanding.
Get some sleep. Text if you need anything.
Tom, come home quick. There was a fire in our apartment building. The apartment 2 doors down caught fire and there's smoke everywhere. I'm so scared.
Were you home the whole time? Weren't you supposed to be resting?
Of course, I was in bed with a cold, remember? The building alarm woke me up. There's so much smoke outside the window. It was scary. I could barely breathe.
What floor did the fire start on? How bad is it?
They said it started on our floor. The smoke is everywhere.
Are you hurt? Did you manage to get out okay?
No injuries, but I inhaled some smoke. They're taking me to the hospital by ambulance, so please come quickly. I was so scared. Everything happened so fast.
That must have been rough. But I'm not coming. And I'm not going home either. Bye.
What? What are you saying? This isn't funny, Tom.
I'm not joking.
What are you saying? Please come. I need you here.
I said I'm not coming.
You can't be serious. Your wife is going to the hospital.
Stop the act. It's over.
I am hurt. How can you abandon me like this?
You just inhaled a bit of smoke. Stop being dramatic.
How can you be so cold? This isn't like you at all.
Maybe you never really knew me.
But I'm being taken to the hospital. Isn't it normal to come when your wife is hurt? Why are you being so cold?
I'd consider coming if you tell me the truth.
The truth? I don't understand what you're talking about. What truth?
You weren't alone in there. I know.
What? Of course I was alone. I've been sick in bed all day.
Keep lying. You're good at it.
I was alone. What's going on? Why would you think otherwise?
Then who was that man you were embracing when you came out of the building? I recognized him, saw him a few times in college. He's your ex-boyfriend, isn't he? The one you dated before me.
What man? Tom, you're not making any sense.
Playing dumb won't help now.
You must be mistaken. There was no man.
I know about the fire. I heard the building alarm going off and all the commotion in that area. The sirens were pretty hard to miss.
What? You're talking like you were there, but you were at work. You said you had meetings.
Actually, I happened to be passing by for work. One of my clients is in the area.
No way. This can't be happening.
Quite a coincidence, isn't it?
You were there? You actually saw?
For someone who was supposedly in bed with a cold, you looked strange. Your hair and makeup were perfect. And you were wearing that dress you said you'd only wear for special occasions. Quite dressed up for someone who's sick.
I can explain. It's not what you think.
Please, explain. I'm curious to hear what story you'll make up.
I was just doing a trial run for the weekend. Wanted to make sure everything matched perfectly.
A trial run in full makeup and hair while you're supposedly sick with a fever?
I wanted everything to be perfect for our anniversary.
Even if that were true, what about your ex-boyfriend? Weren't you supposed to have broken up before we started dating? He had his arm around your waist like you were lovers. That's not how you hold someone you haven't seen in years.
It's not like that. You're misunderstanding. He's just a friend who came to check on me. It's just a misunderstanding. He heard I was sick and wanted to bring medicine.
Bringing medicine requires holding each other that intimately?
I was scared because of the fire. He was just comforting me.
Then explain what I'm misunderstanding. That definitely wasn't a friendly distance. You were clinging to each other like lovers. I saw how you looked at each other.
I'm sorry. I invited him to the apartment. I shouldn't have.
Finally, some honesty. Keep going. Just say it clearly. What kind of relationship is it? Stop trying to hide it.
Well, it's an affair. We've been seeing each other.
How convenient that you decide to be honest only after being caught.
I never meant for this to happen.
When did it start? How long have you been lying to me?
About 6 months ago, we ran into each other at a drinking party with friends. One thing led to another.
6 months! Half a year of lies.
It wasn't planned. We just started talking about old times.
And somehow ended up in an affair just like that?
He asked for my number, said he wanted to catch up.
And you gave it to him, even though you're married?
I thought it would be just a friendly catch-up, but then...
Why did you get back together? Were you unhappy with me? What did I do wrong?
It's not that I was unhappy. I just can't resist his face. He's a model, you know. He's really popular on social media now. Everyone follows him.
Everyone follows him? Is that what matters to you?
You don't understand. He's changed so much since college. He's like a different person now.
So you wanted to get back with your ex-boyfriend now that he's become famous? Is that all it took?
You make it sound so shallow.
Because it is shallow. Fame and good looks, that's what made you throw away our marriage?
It's not that I stopped loving you. I still love you. You're kind and buy me everything I want. You're a wonderful husband.
A wonderful husband you cheated on? How does that work?
I know it sounds terrible.
But I wasn't enough to satisfy you, so you cheated with your ex? My love wasn't enough?
It's just that his looks, I mean, you're not ugly, but he's on a different level now.
At least you're being honest about your superficiality.
Oh, that came out wrong. I didn't mean to compare you like that.
So that's how it is. You like him for his looks. I'm just a wallet who buys you things. That's all I am to you.
I didn't say it like that. Please don't twist my words.
But that's basically what you mean. Sure, I can't compete with him looks-wise. He was popular even in college. I hear he's starting to appear on TV now, becoming quite the celebrity. Must be exciting dating someone famous.
You're making it sound worse than it is.
Am I? Then tell me how I should interpret it.
I made a mistake. I got caught up in the excitement.
The excitement of sneaking around behind my back?
Let's calm down. We can talk at the hospital, okay? Come see me and we can work this out.
I'm not going to the hospital. There's nothing left to discuss.
Please, we can fix this. 5 years of marriage can't end like this.
You should have thought about that before the affair.
Don't leave me alone. I need you.
Why don't you ask your ex to come? He seemed pretty concerned earlier.
He already left right after the evacuation.
Your knight in shining armor abandoned you? How shocking.
Well, with so many people around, he couldn't risk being exposed. It would cause a huge scandal. His agency would be furious.
Ah, yes, his precious image. More important than the woman he's been sleeping with.
His career is just starting to take off. He can't afford negative publicity.
Right, he's selling himself as this sincere character. An affair would tank his image. Must be nice having a public image to protect.
His agency has strict rules about dating, and a scandal with a married woman?
Would be career suicide. I get it. His reputation matters more than you.
You don't understand how the entertainment industry works.
Oh, I understand perfectly. Image is everything, and you're bad for his image.
You don't have to come to the hospital, but let's talk properly when I get home. I'll tell you everything honestly. We can work through this.
What else is there to talk about? I think I've seen enough.
We can go to counseling. Many couples survive affairs.
I'm not interested in being one of those couples.
Why didn't you come home last night? Where did you stay?
I told you I wouldn't. Why are you surprised?
You won't even worry about me when I'm hurt? After 5 years of marriage?
It couldn't have been that serious. You looked perfectly fine when you were evacuating. Healthy enough to embrace your boyfriend.
The doctor said I should rest. I'm still coughing from the smoke.
Funny how your cold miraculously improved when he came over.
I still wanted you to show some concern. I'm still your wife.
For now.
What does that mean?
I think you know exactly what it means. I think you should be more worried about your ex-boyfriend. He's the one with everything to lose.
What do you mean? What did you do?
I contacted your ex and told him I'm suing for compensation. His agency should be getting the paperwork soon.
No, you didn't.
Already done.
Wait, how did you even have his contact info? I thought you just went to the same college but never actually interacted.
I could find him through mutual friends. I asked around until I got his contact information. People were quite helpful when I explained why I needed it.
You told people? Who did you talk to?
Everyone who could help me reach him.
You didn't tell them about the affair when asking, right? Please tell me you kept it quiet.
I told them everything, every detail.
No, this can't be happening.
Actions have consequences, Maria.
Why would you do that? His career could be ruined.
It would be suspicious to suddenly ask for his contact info without a reason. I had to explain why. They were quite sympathetic.
You've ruined everything. Don't you know how hard he worked to build his career?
Should have thought about that before sleeping with a married woman.
A scandal would be really bad for his career. He's just starting to get popular.
Then he shouldn't have caused problems in the first place. He brought this on himself. It's karma. Actions have consequences.
I hope those people keep quiet. Maybe we can contain this.
Unlikely. I had to go through several people to get his contact info, so it's probably gonna leak somewhere. It's just a matter of time before the media finds out. Scandals sell well.
How could you do this? You're destroying his life.
You have no right to blame me. You're the one who cheated. You both made your choices.
But his career, everything he worked for.
Should have thought about that before the affair.
Yes, but...
And just so you know, I'm suing you for compensation too. Don't think being a housewife will get you off the hook. You'll have to pay for what you did.
How am I supposed to pay the compensation? I don't have any income.
That's your problem to figure out.
Why are you so angry over one affair? Didn't you love me? Can't you forgive me?
Because I loved you, the betrayal hurts even more. Sadness turns to hatred. Now all I feel for you is disgust. You've killed every good memory we had.
One mistake shouldn't erase 5 years of marriage.
It wasn't one mistake. It was 6 months of conscious choices.
I don't want a divorce. Please, we can work this out.
Why don't you marry your ex? You like his looks, right? He's a celebrity, so he must make good money. Isn't that what you want?
He would never choose me. He already has to work on recovering his image. A divorce and remarriage would only make it worse. His agency would drop him immediately.
So you're only staying because he won't have you? Nice to know where I stand.
That's not what I meant.
True. You're just a liability to him now.
This could destroy his future in the entertainment industry. Everything he's worked for will be gone. His fans will turn against him.
Funny how you're more worried about his career than our marriage. I agree. Sponsors will probably start terminating contracts one after another. He'll have to pay breach of contract penalties. He's gonna go through hell. All because he couldn't resist having an affair with a married woman.
Please stop this. You can sue me instead. Leave him out of it.
Too late for that. The wheels are already in motion.
I'm already in hell. How am I supposed to live on my own? I haven't worked in years. You know I left my job when we got married.
Not my problem anymore. Don't expect to maintain your current lifestyle. You'll have to get a part-time job and live modestly. No more expensive dresses or fancy restaurants.
How am I supposed to start over at my age? All of my experience is outdated.
Should have thought about job security before having an affair.
I can't even imagine how I'm going to survive. All my friends are housewives. They'll abandon me when they find out about this.
More consequences of your choices.
They'll all take your side. I'll lose everything.
The affair was fun, wasn't it? But fun things come with consequences. Good lesson learned. Maybe you'll think twice before cheating next time.
There won't be a next time. I've learned my lesson.
Too late for that now.
I wish I never had the affair. I was so stupid. I'm sorry. Can't we start over? Give me another chance.
You had thousands of chances every day for 6 months. You could have chosen differently.
People make mistakes. We can fix this.
Affairs are like playing with fire. They might be thrilling, but when they spread, they leave nothing but ashes. You'll have nothing left either. You burned everything we built together.
Please, I'll do anything.
Already sent the divorce papers to your hospital room. Sign them.
Tom, please.
Don't contact me again unless it's about the divorce. After that, I handed Maria divorce papers and kicked her out of the house. The lease was coming up for renewal, so I contacted the agency to terminate it. Since she couldn't afford rent on her own, Maria had no choice but to leave. I hear she started working part-time, but she's barely getting by. In her desperation, Maria did something unthinkable. She started exposing details of their affair period on social media, trying to gain followers and make money. Now her ex is planning to sue her for defamation. Their relationship has completely fallen apart. Watching their mutual destruction from the sidelines, I think about how foolish it all is. It's convenient that they're attacking each other and heading toward their own ruin. Since the divorce, I've been able to use my money freely, and my savings have increased. I used to find happiness in spending money on Maria, but watching my savings grow feels pretty good too. From now on, I'll save money for myself.